This is Let's Be Briefed, where we cover mysteries, conspiracies, and other unknowns each week. Let's get into it. Welcome to the podcast. I'm Sarah, and today I'll be briefing Sydney on the Glico-Morinaga case. This is a part 2, so if you haven't listened, go check out part 1 first. But today we'll be getting into the timeline of the whole case. It gets really crazy. But first, Sydney, how is life going?
I had beets for lunch today, and I didn't think I liked beets. I thought they tasted like dirt, but I roasted them, and now I think they taste just like sweet corn.
Oh, really? I've only had beets on a pizza.
Oh.
Which is weird, but it was good.
Yeah, I roasted them and put olive oil and salt on them, and I swear, sweet corn. My friend told me that, and I did not. I was like, no, they taste like dirt. And then I bought some. I don't know why. I'm trying to be not picky, even though I think beets is a common thing people don't like, but I think I want to like beets.
Yeah, I feel like beets are pretty controversial.
They are.
Yeah, I have not been cooking still. Maybe after the summer.
Just get some beets.
But then I have to actually prepare them.
Slice them, roast them. I didn't even peel them or just slice them.
Dude, I don't even do that with potatoes. Why do you think I'm going to do it with beets?
Because potatoes you can buy already prepared, but I don't think I've ever seen a pre-sliced beet. I guess maybe, but they were good. Right. I highly recommend, y'all. Beets with salt.
Maybe I will try it once, but I'm not a cooker still. I'm in my era of no cooking.
As you have been. Since I met you.
Yeah, since 2016.
Right.
Since I went to Japan.
They taught you to not cook.
Yeah, that's what started it. Honestly, yeah, why would I cook there? They have all these fresh, prepared, kind of not deli, but deli would be here, I guess.
Right, grab and go type stuff.
Yeah. So I survived there with that, and I just cannot bring myself to go back to cooking.
I feel like the US is catching up on that, though. I feel like there is a lot of pre-prepared stuff now.
Yeah. Yeah, and I get frozen stuff. That's the veggies or whatever, or the veggie pasta with sauce. That could be a meal.
Yeah. You eat frozen vegetables. I've seen you eat just vegetables.
Right. Sometimes I just have edamame and that's my dinner. It's 3 servings in a pack.
Right. Well, and frozen vegetables are the most nutritious because they're frozen at peak ripeness.
Right. That's why I told someone at work.
Did they believe you?
I don't know if they ever believe me.
I disagree though on frozen fruit because I feel like frozen fruit is just all the reject fruit that was too ugly to sell.
Yeah, and I feel like that's processed more too, isn't it? It's actually sliced, and obviously you have to, veggies you just dump in. I assume you clean it.
Right.
But there's not really processing that has to be done. Yeah. I also got these chicken sausage things.
I think I had
that I had at your house.
Yeah.
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 It's 30 seconds in the microwave.
That's pretty nice.
And then it's done. I know. Yeah. I just don't have time.
Did they have dairy in them? I could eat them, couldn't I?
I thought you could eat it.
Yeah, I think I did eat them. I should buy those again.
Yeah, I only like the apple bourbon one, though.
Yeah, I should try that. I've been in a food rut. I keep meal prepping stuff and then not eating it and making Mark eat everything. Which, it is so handy to have. I'll make an entire huge pot of soup, 10 bowls of soup, eat 2, and then be like, Mark, you have to finish this.
At least you have someone like that.
I know. Garbage disposal.
I mean, he'll eat anything, so that's good.
Right.
Yeah, I need someone like that.
Some stuff is better as a leftover, but yeah.
I hate leftovers too. That's why I don't cook either. I always will have leftovers, and I don't really like it when it's leftover. Like, literally only stew.
I was gonna say stew is good.
I can't just make stew forever. Like, I don't know.
Rice is like okay.
Yeah, like maybe the next day. After that, it's not.
I made wild rice this week. I think I'm intolerant to it.
Because it's like a grain?
I don't know. Like, it just made me not feel great. So, that's another thing I can't eat.
It does make life simpler, though.
Yeah. I think I just need to not eat grains. Because I feel like every time I do, I don't feel great. But, anyway.
Okay, recap from last episode. Okay, Monster with 21 Faces. They send a total of 147 letters to various companies extorting them, and they also send it to police, taunting the police, and they also send this to mass media to get it in the newspapers. So this spanned a total of 17 months, and like also I'm definitely not going to go over every single letter in this.
Right, that's a lot.
Yeah, I couldn't find them all in the first place, but also like they start to sound pretty similar as we go through them. But I will go over, like, the famous ones. Well, I think they're famous ones. And, like, other ones I feel like add to the case. But, yeah, as I said last episode, there's a couple things, like, leading up to this involving Glico. So, like, lots of labor union disputes that could serve as a motive. But, like, as we'll get into, like, it quickly spiraled away from just Glico to, like, all these other companies. So, like, that doesn't really explain that.
Right. Well, unless they're, like, unstable and they're just, you know what I mean? Like,
the group?
Like, you have this one thing that you're fixated on, and then all of a sudden you notice it's everywhere, and, like, maybe it's, like, a psychotic break. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, if you look at the Wikipedia page, which I didn't really use to reference anything, but it does say the ideology is just chaos. Of the group.
Yeah. I feel like it could just be one person.
Okay, we'll get into it and then I will
Full
ask
mental.
you
Okay.
later.
Yeah, I don't know anything. I don't know why. I'm assuming it's one person. Just from the, like, the mental.
Yeah. Well, you would think they'd have, at least it'd have to have a ringleader. So that ringleader could be unstable.
Yeah, like a cult.
Yeah. We'll see. Okay, so yeah, March 18th, like I said last time, that's the kidnapping of Katsuhisa Izaki, so Glico's president, and he's held in a warehouse and is able to escape 3 days later. So nothing comes of that. Then April 2nd, eye drops with hydrochloric acid are sent to his house with a letter demanding ransom. And part of the letter said, "You broke your promise, you ran away. I told you if you went back, I'd kill you and Mariko," which is his daughter, who was 8 at the time. And the letter goes on to, like, list how, like, their people wanted this or that, which I put, like, it specifically says Nakama, which is, like, your crew.
Oh.
So, like, it does reference, like, my crew or my gang, not necessarily gang, but, like...
Group.
Yeah, my group wanted this. So that's one reason I feel like it is more than one person. But, like, they wanted to blow up his house, kill his daughter, etc. And the letter writer is, like, seems like the only thing holding the crew back from doing this, basically. Like, in the letter, trying to make him pay money.
Oh. They gave him an opportunity to not run away, but made it so he could run away.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of how it makes it sound. So maybe they were like, look, we can, like, do this for you, put clothes on you. I don't know if he was naked the whole time, but they did say they redressed him. So, like, maybe they were like, we can do something for you, but you can't run away. But then he runs away.
Right.
But also they left. From what I found on one of the sources, it said it took, like, 14 hours for him to get away.
So they left a long time.
Yeah.
They had plenty of opportunity. What did they think?
Right. So it does sound like they purposely wanted to do this, but they are, like, blaming him. Typical, like, gaslighting, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, it says they're giving him like one more chance and they demand money. And it outlines how they want the money dropped off on April 8th at 7 p.m., which the police like go ahead and prepare for. But like on that day, they don't see anything suspicious and they call off the operation. So again, like the monster didn't get any money. And also the same day that they wanted the dropped off money, April 8th, a letter was sent to the police basically berating the police. So the letter also contained clues. But like in part it read, "Dear dumb police officers, you seem to be at a loss. Why not let us help? We'll give you some clues. We entered the factory by the front gate," like the warehouse that they kept him. The typewriter we used for the letter was a pan writer. The car was gray, and the food we bought at Dae, referring to like the car used to kidnap Miyazaki and the food they bought him for the 3 days. But like these clues don't help at all.
Right. Well, I mean, how many Daes are there in that area?
Right.
Did they have like security footage? Could they have just...
It's also the 80s, so I don't know how good security footage would be, but yeah.
Or like how long they keep it.
Yeah, right, because this was like the 8th and the kidnapping was the 18th, so I would say Dae 2 is like pretty, like it's a chain, so
everywhere.
Just because you say at a Dae, it's like which one, yeah. Maybe there's ones by the warehouse, but...
Or between the two. Like between the warehouse and his house or something.
Yeah, but they can't get anything out of this letter. But yeah, then April 10th, there's a fire at Glico headquarters in the prototyping department, and it does spread to other areas before it's put out. So the overall damage is 166 square meters, which is like 1,700 square feet. So it's pretty big.
I mean, it's like the size of my apartment. Well, bigger than my apartment, but yeah.
I was like, it's bigger than my house. But like the fact that the fire was inside in the prototyping department.
Right. Like that's like the whole department, probably.
Yeah. And also like how did they get inside to start it?
Right. Right.
Yeah. And then same day, 20 minutes later, several cars at Glico Nutrition's headquarters were also set on fire.
I assume they're like not next to each other.
No. Yeah, I was going to make a map for you of that,
That's okay.
but I didn't have time. They're both in Osaka, but I would not say they're right next to each other. I don't know. We can look it up right now.
Could it have been done by the same person, or do you think it had to be like two separate gang groups that like obviously it would have been like a planned thing, but
right. Yeah, because it was 20 minutes away. I would think they were that close.
Why do we
they could have been.
Feel like they were distracting from something else?
Yeah. Could be. Okay, I have the addresses for both. Let me put it in maps. It says 10-minute drive.
Oh, so
the fact that it was 20 minutes apart, one person could absolutely do both.
Right.
Yeah. So that's a good point. Maybe it is one person. Maybe that'll be your stance.
Yeah, but multiple people kidnapped him, I assume.
Yeah, 2 people. 2 guys did the kidnapping. They could have been hired, though.
That's true.
So after that damage to Glico, so April 12th, the case is elevated to a national case. I think before it was just a local, like, Osaka case. So it goes under the National Police Agency of Japan, so it's kind of like the FBI. So they get involved.
Okay, that's probably good.
Yeah. Well, still unsolved, though.
Yeah, not that it helped much, but, you know.
Yeah.
At least they're trying.
Right. Yeah, they're trying. I mean, so far it's just Glico. It's been about a month. A little under a month, I guess. But yeah. April 16th, a plastic container full of hydrochloric acid was found inside a Glico company building in Ibaraki, which is the same area that Miyazaki was held captive in.
Oh. Were they gonna... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, were they gonna dissolve him in acid? But...
Yeah, I don't know. What is hydrochloric acid?
Stomach acid.
I feel like that's just a message. again, because again, it's inside the company building too. So it's like we can get